What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all of sports betting, and it's not even close. My morning tip of the cap goes to my beautiful daughter, Kayana. Last night, graduating from 8th grade, and in the process, she was awarded the best drama student in the entire school. It was pretty cool. But she is now a high schooler, and damn it, I feel old. Now, coming up, a very solid day at the brand. The morning show, not bad. But what we really came through was Early Edge in 5. You guys have made this show such a fun thing for us to do. We're going to continue to do it every single day that there is an NBA game. So today, Early Edge in 5 at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Now, let's bring in the stars of the show because I got some heavy hitters today. An embarrassment of riches, first and foremost. You know him, live from Nashville, Tennessee. Music City, the penthouse level. M Squared, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, team. Let's do it. Not much to say today. Just sweating some tennis over here, so let's get to it.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about your Yankees last night. You went way over your team total. That was no sweat done by the 6th or 7th inning, whatever it was. Great call by you, sir. Now, another man who is a savage on the diamond. We call him Johnny B. Johnny, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Coach. Good to be back. Tough loss for the Cardinals yesterday. We did find out that Josh Hader did come back. You're not going to score against Josh Hader, but the old streak ends, and we can just start a new streak now.
That's right. That's what it's all about. It's all about bounce back because we have not missed a day. Calvin Wetzel since December 6th, 2020. But back then, we had no WNBA, but the people spoke, and you are with us now. Good morning. Welcome back to the show.
Coach, fellas, good to be with you guys. Man, it's a holiday weekend, even more time to just sit around and watch sports this weekend. So, I'm feeling good and good to be back with you.
I am trying to figure out where I can go to find the hat that you are sporting this morning with the vibes here on the show. Where can I get that hat?
It's a smoothie place in Florida. It's called Good Vibes Juice Company. I'll show you. It's right down here. Good Vibes Juice Company. If you're down in Florida, I wish I could remember where in Florida, but if you Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. I was on vacation there one time, went and got a smoothie, saw the hat, impulse purchase. I loved it. Now I'm wearing it on the show.
I would say that was an impulse purchase. I would say that's an impulse, but I like it. I like it because we love the different personalities here on the show. It's what makes it great. All right, let's get into storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And it has become so important when we get to this time of the year to pay attention to the weather. M Squared, you're up first.
All right, let's start with the sketchiest part of the day, Colorado, Washington. It's always sketchy because Washington is very unpredictable with what they do as a team in terms of how they decide to postpone a game, delay a game. Anyway, minus 20% with the weather there. Out of all the games on the day, this one's the most likely to get postponed. However, I do think they end up playing it. Philly and Mets, plus 15% in home run production and overall scoring. Baltimore, Boston, plus 10%. Miami, Atlanta, plus 20% in overall scoring. Milwaukee, St. Louis, minus 10%. And Pittsburgh and San Diego on the West Coast, minus 10% overall scoring in that one.
All right. Very, very important. Write those numbers down when Mikey gives them out. Real quick, Danny in the chat says, M Squared and Maestro, is there any way we can get some tennis picks and or articles from you guys? Any way to do tennis, M Squared?
Tennis is very difficult for me just because of this. Everything starts between 4:30 and 7 in the morning. So you're waking up early. I don't recommend betting it without being able to watch it. So almost all of my tennis action is live betting. So that's why you don't see a ton of it there. But yeah, the timing in these tournaments makes it difficult. We will definitely have a lot more on the site for the U.S. Open, though. I can tell you that.
All right, boom. There you go. There's the answers. He always has them. That's why I ask. All right, now we talk about the weather, but at this time of the year, you're starting to see some injuries. You're starting to see some different things that affect the pitching staff. Johnny B, you're up.
Yeah, so I'm going to give a little bit of a bullpen report today. I'm going to try to start doing more of these bullpen reports and the injury reports like I did yesterday for storylines. Bullpens to watch out for today. Scott Barlow threw 41 pitches for the Royals last night. He should be unavailable. They barely won. I don't mind the Twins there because the Royals bullpen so worked. The Nats' top 4 relievers will all be on their 3rd straight day or 3rd day in 4 nights if they pitch tonight. Only problem is the Rockies' bullpen isn't much better, so you don't have much of an advantage there, even with the Nationals' bullpen that worked. The Brewers will have all of their top relievers besides Josh Hader, who pitched 23 pitches last night, pitching their 4th game in 5 nights if they appear. So this is one of those games where I don't love the starting pitching matchup, Woodruff versus Hudson, but you could find maybe a live bet in there if the Cardinals go down against the Brewers bullpen. And then a few completely rested bullpens tonight. Maybe you like the unders in these games, or you trust them with a higher money line value. The Angels, Orioles, the Marlins, the Mets, the Phillies, the Cardinals, the D-backs, the Dodgers, Padres, and Giants. So all these, there were lots of off days yesterday. So all these bullpens are completely rested. They have everybody available.
All right. Very, very good. Now, I love when one of our fans at home helps us brand something, because everybody knows how much I love to brand within the brand. And Johnny, we may have a new name for your bullpen report. My man, Big Cheesy 707 says it's the bullpen report. I don't mind that.
I like it.
I don't mind that. Now, Reed in the chat says only 1% of people can pull off a flat hat. Apparently, Calvin, you're one of the 1%. Now, WNBA. It's been very quiet thus far. But it's going to start to pick up, and we're going to be here for it. Calvin, what's your storyline today?
So I want to take a look at the Indiana Fever. They've been playing one of the fastest paces so far in league history, outside of the Phoenix Mercury from 07 to 10, who had 4 of the 5 fastest paces in league history around the same time, 7 seconds or less Suns in the same city, that Phoenix team. Outside of them, this Fever team is the 2nd fastest team in WNBA history, which is kind of crazy when you think about for a franchise that's been around over 20 years and they've only finished in the top half of the league in pace 1 time. So it's really out of character for them. And because of that, they've been smashing overs. If you just blind bet Indiana Fever overs, you've done pretty well this season. But they fired their coach, Marion Stanley, a few days ago. They've been smashing overs, but they haven't been smashing wins. So promoted assistant Carlos Knox to interim head coach. He said he wants to play fast. We'll see if he continues to play historically fast or if he changes anything else. Definitely a situation I want to monitor going forward if their style changes and if the books are able to adjust fast enough to that with the head coaching change. Their line tonight already rose 2 points from the opening line. So obviously a lot of people are still hitting the over. I'm laying off and kind of monitoring the situation, like I said, but I think it's going to be definitely a fun team to watch and sort of keep an eye on from a betting perspective.
All right, if you can do that for us, keep us honest with the Indiana Fever over the next couple of weeks. If this continues, I need you to let us know, all right? That is your job. All right, great storylines from all 3 of you, but you come here for our board, and our board is chock full of incredible plays today. But before we do that, we need to hear from one of our incredible partners. And we are back. It is time for our board. No plays from SportsLine, the site today, but I can tell you this, that we have incredible articles on the biggest soccer game of the year. It's going to be on CBS. It's going to be on Paramount Plus. We're talking Liverpool and Real Madrid. In your feed right now is our Champions League episode with Buckets and the Guru. And Buckets may or may not have smashed 2 beers together and poured them over his head on purpose. That's all I'm saying. You go and watch that episode. All right, now let's get to my guys. Because it's a Friday. Calvin said it. It's a holiday weekend. So what else do you got to do? Sit home, cash tickets, and watch us 7 days a week. So M Squared. You know the drill, son. Oh, I love it. It's a big weekend, and we're here. We're fired up. We're ready to go. M Squared. Give it to me.
All right, back with another team total, Coach. We're going Phillies over 3.5 runs, -105 currently on MGM. I love this price point here. Similar to the Yankees last night, this number should be 4 to 4.5. We should be having to hit. We love the win condition we get with the 4th run. I want to pick on Carlos Carrasco a little bit. Carrasco gets this branding as an ace because he can be. He's one of the most volatile pitchers in Major League Baseball. When he is right, he is excellent. When he's not, He's knocked around out of the game by the 4th inning. That equates to a 322 expected weighted on base average, putting him right in line as a league average pitcher. When you take this Phillies offense, which is the top 10 against right-handed pitching, put him in this ballpark. I've told you there's a 15% increase in scoring due to the weather today. This team should score at least 4 runs in a median situation. So give me the Phillies. Again, we're on the road. Guaranteed 9th inning team at bat with this team. Over 3.5 runs, -105.
And I encourage all of you to get that in immediately because we know for a fact, quote me on this, people watch this show and the numbers change. Like that. Like that. Thank you, Mikey. All right, now, where do I go? Where do I go? I know where I'm going to go. Johnny B, you talk about a bounce back. You talk about a tough break last night, and that's exactly what happened to your play. But I know you. And I know nobody comes back like you. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. Let's try to start a new streak tonight. I like Blue Jays -120 against the Angels. So Alek Manoah has been dominant this season, and he should have success against a struggling Angels lineup. He's pitched a quality start in 7 of his 8 appearances this season. And he pitched well in his other appearance, in his 8th. He just didn't go 6 innings. Chase Silseth is making just his 3rd career start after being the first player from the 2021 draft to play in the major leagues. I think asking him to face the Blue Jays lineup when they're starting to get hot is a tough ask from him. He made just 8 appearances in the minor leagues before coming up to the major leagues. It's just a tough, I want to pick on him a little bit. It's just a tough ask. He should be good in the future, but I don't think he'll have success against the Blue Jays lineup. Both bullpens are susceptible and have good back-end pitchers, but they can definitely blow saves as well, so I think that's more of a wash. Taylor Ward is still injured and cannot play the field, so the Angels must either hit him or Ohtani at DH, not both. He's available to pinch hit later in the game, but they can't start both of those players, and that's huge for their lineup. The Angels have lost 6 of 9 overall, while the Blue Jays have won 6 of 9 overall. I like the Blue Jays to stay hot on the road.
I do too. Now, in the chat, question from Daryl. He says he likes the Blue Jays and the Blues as underdogs tonight. Quickly, do you like the Blues to even the series tonight?
I do, and I think you might see a play from me later today on SportsLine from there as well.
Oh, interesting. SportsLine, the site that's the best value in all sports betting, that you'll spend less in a month than you do at Starbucks this morning. That's a fact. Now, there are people out there that for the very low price of $899, you can get the rest of the Major League season. I can tell you who that is. Go ahead. Spend $900. Do you know how long it would take you to spend $900 at SportsLine? You'd be retired by then. Plus, you're going to be cashing all the tickets. I'm sorry. I get so hot at these $900. I get so hot at it. I apologize. It's now my turn. And I've got 2 big plays today. First one's kind of a gut play. Jason Tatum over 27.5 points. Now, he did not have a good game in the last game, even though the Celtics had a great second half. So did he. I think he comes out tonight. He starts fast. He understands that he's a superstar. All the eyes are going to be on him. And the Celtics have a chance to go to the finals. It's the biggest game of his career, and he will have a big-time performance because of it, and he'll go north of 28 points. Then, on the diamond, I really kicked myself yesterday because I was going to go back to the Reds. They just kept cashing for us. I didn't. And all of you let me hear about it. 25 runs they scored yesterday in that game, and I did not play it. Today, I'm not going to be that dumb. Giants, Reds, over 8 at Caesars, -105. Get it in now. It will go up to 8.5. It already is in some places, but we have it at Caesars as 8. And I'm telling you right now, the last, I even wrote it down, 4 games, over for the Giants. 5 out of 6, over for the Giants. 8 out of 10, over for the Giants. Reds, 3 out of 4, over. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Giants, Reds, over. Boom. Now, I told you, there is no sport on this show that is more important than any others. Everybody matters, and especially right now, the WNBA. So, Calvin Wetzel, I thought long and I thought hard, but I believe you are ready, more than ready, to be in the maestro's spot. So, sir, bring us home.
All right, so I'm looking at the New York versus Seattle game tonight. Listen, last time I was on this show, I took a Liberty over, and Liberty scored 50 points, made me look like an idiot. So, of course, like a true degenerate, I'm going back to a Liberty over. But this one is more about Seattle to me. They've had a week off. They're rested. They're fresh. They've been at home for over 2 weeks. The last couple games last week were at home. They haven't had to travel in a long time. They should be ready to push the pace and put up some points in this one. In New York, they came back from a week break of their own in their last game. They didn't win that game, but they at least sort of looked competent again on offense, which is not something we could say in that other game or a few games after. So they should be able to at least hold their own enough to clear this line on the offensive end. If you want to maybe play it safe, and if you don't trust the Liberty, the Storm team total over might be a good pivot, but I'm taking the full game over 158 Seattle versus New York tonight.
Real quick, Daryl says, what do you think about, Reed, what does Calvin think of the Liberty plus 12?
That one's tough. I probably would lean towards the Seattle side of that one, honestly, because like I said, they have a week off. They're fresh. Liberty are the worst team against the spread so far this year. They're 1-5. They're the only team that hasn't covered 2 spreads yet all season. It is a really big number, but I think it's a big number for a reason. The Liberty have just been a great fade, so I would struggle taking them plus 12.
All right, very good. Look at that. I can ask my guys anything. It doesn't matter. That's how good they are. Anything, any sport, they've got it. All right. Excuse me. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the jeweler, and it is glorious. Phillies team total for M squared over 3.5. Get that in right now. I promise you that will change. Blue Jays money line. That's a late start tonight, 6:38, about 20 minutes from where I'm sitting right now. Calvin Wetzel on the Liberty Storm over 158, smashing the over. The fever. I'm feeling the fever there. Now, cash with the coach. Jason Tatum over 27.5. Don't forget, early edge in 5. Storylines, best bets, 4 game 6 tonight with me and Prop Stars and AB on the 1s and the 2s. Then Giants Reds over 8 minus 105. Much like Mikey's play, I believe this will go up as well. Maybe as soon as we get off the air, but right now at Caesars, it's still at over 8 minus 105. Then, it's tasty. So I got to bring in the man who runs the brand. Jeweler, good morning, sir. Talk to me.
Good morning, Coach. We're going to go back to the origins of the Jeweler's Gym, which when we started doing these parlays, it was sort of like, let's get a little bit of like an all-day action sort of a thing. So I got a PGA Tour pick for you, round 2. Justin Thomas over Sam Burns. JT, obviously coming off the PGA Championship when he had a historically bad strokes gained approach round yesterday. Rick Gaiman said it was his 5th worst strokes gained approach round on record. I'm expecting a little bit of a bounce back today. All we need him to do is beat Sam Burns. And then I love the fact that the bullpen over there told me that he likes the Blues tonight because I'm going to take them plus 1.5 on the puck line at minus 160. The SportsLine simulation has an A-graded pick on this as of right now. So that's a lot to play straight, but throw it into a little parlay. That's cool with me. And then, Coach, you've been hot in the NBA, so heat check here. We're going to go with Jason Tatum over 27.5 points. Follow you there. Wrap all of that together. It's plus 406. Let's have a great little weekend.
I don't know why, Jeweler, I get so excited when one of my plays makes it into the gym, but I do. Like, it means something to me. By the way, you just said it in a sentence, and I think we have to make it official that Johnny B's new nickname is the Bullpen. I mean, it just writes itself. And you just said it just rolls off the tongue.
It does. And it's just like, every baseball team has a bullpen sponsor. You know what I mean? Like it's always like some roofing company or something like that. It's like, here's the call to the bullpen right now, Johnny B.
I did throw about 45 in high school, so I don't know if that nickname would have worked in high school, but I'm fine with it now.
They were reaching in to close things out when you were in high school.
I played middle infield for a reason, Coach.
There you go. Solid second baseman was.
I was a second baseman as well. Second base, right field. Didn't have to throw it far at all.
All right. Well, I'm going to try it in the close just to see how it feels. But I think Big Cheesy just nailed your nickname for the rest of your early edge career, which is going to be a long one, I might add. All right. I love this so much. I cannot tell you how much we all love doing this every single day. It's a Memorial Day weekend, and we understand that. But understand this. I am not joking when I tell you that there is nothing that we all love more than doing this and grinding for you 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So with that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For an entire crew, I love them all. M Square, Calvin Wetzel, the Bullpen. Oh, that felt so good. And, of course, the jeweler on the ones and the twos, always running the show here at the brand. I am the coach. Tell all your friends you want to be included. You want to be valued. You want to learn something. But most importantly, you want to have fun because that's what life is all about. Let's laugh a little bit. Let's joke a little bit. We do it all right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.